Hey guys, this is Mil. I'm here at Ringling Boulevard or Ringling Museum right now. I'm meeting up with a friend, and she's doing some Mudra or some stuff. She has this every Monday, I'm gonna go meet her up. Gonna go see what she does. And this is the museum. Alright. It's a long walk. Not really. Just kidding. It's pretty nice. Ringling Museum. And there's the entrance. There's the entrance. By the way, Ringling Museum, every Monday it's free, so they do this free entrance or something every Monday.
Where far can you go?
Ringling. Ooh, pretty place. It's a little bright. Ah. This is so cool. It's pretty neat. So pretty. Wow. Look at that. Okay, this is Statue of David, I guess. Pretty cool. Vivian, what's up?
We're about to give a tour of the Asian Art Center and the Silk Road.
Cool.
And all the various centuries of expressions of the Buddha and Bodhisattva statues. And we have Kuan
That is beautiful.
leading the gateway, yes. And,
I like the red.
Yes, so we'll start with the Silk Road. That's
Silk
over here
Road?
on the, right, yeah, on the map over here.
Ah.
The spice trade routes. See, back in the day, Alexander the Great was expanding his empire. His mission is to connect the world from Greece all the way to Asia. And the spice trade routes. And so the spice trade routes became a means to put an interconnecting bridge for the monks to travel from India up to spread the wisdom of Shakyamuni Buddha. And Alexander the Great, traveling with so many artifacts from Greece and the Greco-Roman statues, became an influence of the first Buddha statues that were made in the Greco-Roman liking the design, as you can see over here. And so there's been a lot of transformation of many cultural expressions. So the monks would travel and paint frescoes in the caves on the Silk Road. And so these are examples of the lessons of the Buddha's life, of his death, of his teachings. And as you can see,
are they like really real? Like they came from China?
No, these
are they replicas?
No, these are actual real. These are 2nd and 4th century carvings.
You're kidding me. That's awesome.
So Gandhara is in Pakistan, Afghanistan. The first Buddha statues ever created were not in India. They're actually in Afghanistan, along the Silk Road. So these came from Gandhara, but they look like they're from Greece, from Italy, because they were Greco-Roman, because Alexander the Great traveled with so many carvings and sculptures and statues from Greece that was the first influence of the Buddha statues and telling the stories. So the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha way down in the edge of Nepal, India, was so profound that a lot of the Brahmins and the monks would travel up to Afghanistan on the Silk Road, both going in both directions, all the way to Japan and all the way to Europe, and essentially to spread Buddha's word. It had such a great impact. And so how that word was spread, they had little statues in their pockets of the Buddha. They would paint huge frescoes of telling stories of his teachings, and paint them in caves, like hidden caves in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. There would be a cave with these huge frescoes and relics and statues that were the size of a mountain of the Buddha, because they really wanted to get that message across. And some monks are so extreme that they go all the way to Greece and light themselves on fire in meditative lotus positions. And there was really extreme situation, way of spreading the word.
That is so cool. Sorry.
Camera in Japan. Canon camera was kanon.
Set is like whoa, whoa.
So kanon is how you would say Kuan Yin in Japanese, and that was like what inspired the Canon camera company of Japan. But so Kuan Yin is male, and then there's a point in time where there's the feminine archetype. So then, as the Kuan Yin felt decay, Kuan Yin became feminine. The feminine archetype of the Buddha.
So can you tell me what's going on here?
So
this one?
The contemplative pose. This is the contemplative pose of one that has come to a state of learning and realization, deep introspection, and very. When you get into here is from a different century and places, and so this is main archetype. We're going to see different expressions of this. We're going to come. This is my favorite. So we're going to go into
now in the darkening.
So in Japan, we have the Shinto Buddhist, which they believe they have the mythologies of this. So you're familiar with Om, like Om. So Om really means beginning and the end. It's this quickest, like quintessential cycle of life, the end and the beginning. So in Japan, every Buddhist temple has, my hands are not like Mudra perfection at the moment.
Where's the Mudra?
Well, this is Mudra physical therapy.
Okay.
Yes. So here, you can zoom in on the Buddha.
Yeah.
I know this is the first time doing this with a broken hand. It's tricky. So, which is a healing process. So connecting the points of like the OK symbol, you're connecting the pads of the finger where we have hundreds of thousands of nerve endings. And those nerve endings are pathways to the endocrine glands within the body. So we can open a channel. Demonstrate. So we have the OK symbol, and then the left hand is the receptor holding the right hand.
So why do they do that?
And you create a bridge. So it creates what's called a microcosmic orbit of chi. There's a chi that we have currents. We have a magnetism and electromagnetic flow within the body. So it's creating a channel that will circulate as we also circulate with our breath. So we create a coherence between the heart rate and the brain waves. So we help to have a coherence between, which is a healthy, balanced way for entire, it creates wellness and whole being, essentially.
That's awesome.
So look at how content and smile, they're at ease and serenity, the expression of that face. I mean, it's in the flames that are behind him are expressions of like the cooling of the fire within
See,
our emotions.
I tried to do like, okay, there's like a lot of Asian movies, like they have that they show that Buddha
Yeah,
on the like an effect and stuff,
Right?
but that's like a TV show. But I know it's like they're so connected to that,
Yes.
to this
Are you
belief.
talking about the Avatar, like the last
Like
Airbender?
the Avatar
Yeah, the last
and-
Airbender is amazing. They have an
Yeah.
amazing cartoon that explains the chakras. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
And-
crazy.
And that's its beauty. Like, has a calmness, a balance, a patience in different hands. So it brings a sense of calmness to the mind, thinking and concentration.
That's pretty neat.
It's beautiful, exquisite with the again rising from the lotus.
Hey, friends, meeting. And it's sad.
I went to my favorite.
Sad. Look at that dude. What's up, man?
Yeah, as soon as I landed, like, I flew to Denver and they saying I wanted two different hospitals and having an emergency operation. I had a 2-hour warning to be put in. They have it interesting. I love this video because it shows like the children's there's this really penetrating deeper awareness of these aspects of the universe as well as inspired. So, to blow your mind, the little world of the Amber City here. There's, I mean, so there's, and this one over here is even, I found even more intricate.
So what is this?
It's like a village, and you have the monks with their staff, and but even in here, it gets
Oh, I see
more
it.
detailed with-
Oh, yeah.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like there's little houses and monasteries and temples, and
Dragon.
there's a lot of action going on. I love this. This is I love the description of this boat. Mastering. Again, we have the lotus rising. The lotus is always symbolizing rising from the depths of despair, rising from the depths of the dark pond. But you need different tools. You need different tools in their belt. It's like, for example, in Japan. In Japan, there's a statue of and so each one has exactly a list of 150 different tools. Like you have a toolbox, you have a tool belt, and so the Bodhisattva needs many different tools to successfully. Chanting different mantras, and so this is a Thai, and so you can tell, probably recognize the Thai style of the gold. They do a lot of like gold leaf on there. So you need more earth. You want to ground into earth. And if you have too much air, you're gonna quiet that. You put it down on top of the nail to suppress and to calm down. To activate fire.
She's got a pretty too. I don't have money. You know what she said? Shut your mouth. I said, wait, what's going on here? You're a different generation. You know, take a guess. How old do you think that was? Take a guess.
Wow.
How old do you think this lady is? See, Kuan Yin is timeless. Like, Kuan Yin is timeless because she holds the glow of compassion and gentleness. She expresses her intelligence. Kuan Yin, she's infinitely timeless. They say that studied, like, there are people who live, Guinness World Book of Records, like 150 years old. Why? Because their heart is gentle. And those are the people who live long.
What do you think she is? How old do you think? I mean, you saw her.
I don't know. How old do you think we are?
Well, you own the place. You're probably about 30, 28. I don't know. Oh, this guy. Wait a minute. What's
So what
going
do
on?
you teach Kazan?
I did?
Yeah.
Do I look at her?
Yeah. So,
Let's go to the next one. We'll meet Danielle. She's French and Swiss.
she's French. Parlez-vous français?
Do you speak French? Come on.
Wait, we have more to learn. We have more to
Wait, I just want to...
What is she from?
What does she do? She loves me. You know?
Well, that's what matters.
You know, there's a beautiful statue that shows like
I have no idea what's going on. So, how did that guy come up?
Here's the deal. I told her...
You got this on film.
Yeah, I know.
Now wait, young lady, this is Danielle. My friend. Now wait, now see. What did you say? What did she say about it?
So, the cow dung with the sun, the sunset, the cow eats grass, expels it. And when you light it, you're just reigniting the light, and it goes through the cycles of the moon, the light, and the dark. Super sacred. I mean, you know about the cow and ghee and how people honor and worship the cows all over the place. And so we were doing, I forget what it's called, but they do a bunch of Sanskrit prayers and they pour ghee on, and then when the sun sets, usually the fire goes out, and they do rice offerings, and they have to be whole grains because it has all of the perfection of life in it.
Sure, yeah, exactly. Well, it took me a second time to go to India. Yeah, we have, so you have, in India, you have a lot of different forms of spirituality. Like in Japan, you got the Shinto, the bench before they sit on it because you don't want to kill a bug. And you have like a tree of life that's rising consciousness and with the balance of nature, the adornments of music dance positions, and they have music. It's very vibrant with music and the chanting and the mantras. This frequency that. So yeah, that for me that was like a Reiki symbol. I mean, there was a chakra
I know his eyes.
Museum.
Vivia.
No, I tell you, she just sent this to me. There must be somebody who works here. I mean, does anybody work here? India and Southeast Asia. Ask someone where.
stands to connect with Earth and giving of compassion. So the right side is giving, or connecting to the Earth and making that action, compassion, intention, and or having the left hand receives the right. And so the right is bringing that calmness and quiet to the mind and patience. And so sometimes we have to like relax ourselves, calm our own inner mind thinking. So the left hand is receptive. Okay, quiet down the upper body. And take that breath of contemplation. And in this one we have different phases of the Buddha's life, the resting Buddha, lying Buddha just before he dies, and the Buddha of where he went through starvation too and realized, well, that's not the balanced way, it's not the middle way. It's like a bit too extreme. So they show the different phases of his life and contemplation, and where he had a word for Vipassana, probably when Matsu's father.
And like what mindset you would be in as you made
And all the extra detail, right? All the details. I know it's like it's struggling. It's I think That's right. Oh, I know. It's like he's all curled up in this
Looks really
self-healing
comfortable.
mode. Cats are healers. Cats are intuitive healers, and they know purring vibration can actually heal arthritis in our bones. And the cats know. Like I have a cat giving me a massage on my hand, and my shoulder, and they just know. We always close because I didn't know someone was behind me. Yeah. All right, let's move. Part of the ways that So part of the ways the travelers wrapped around the tortoise, and you have all the turtles and the bull and all the little monks.
Holding a fish.
And all the, in Japanese, you have a lot of the theatrical. These guys are the three wise men around the dragon broth of this cauldron.
Look at this. Interesting.
Great question.
That's a gorgeous horse.
Yes, I didn't see that first.
Sage chose horse.
Fun.
What would be your samurai helmet? I mean, it's interesting to think about it. Just like what do you resonate with? Because we're all like different.
Yes. Oh, you can see it. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, that's like a belly dancing exquisite. Yeah, no, I was just thinking, yeah, is that better? Yes. Oh, yeah, yes. Yes. So,
They're protector.
depicted with the serpent in the mouth, like biting down, and it's all about having that strength.
That is cool. So cool.
Whatever mantra you want to chant, it's like that's how. So we can do. So this is where we do walking meditation. So do you remember the walking meditation or what? Yeah, it's like you have to, just be aware of like say 4 different steps. Coming up, coming down, and just be aware of every subtle movement and.
Someone went through the Zen.
Yeah. Put the rock there.
they went through the Zen system.
Right.
So, what's a dragon mudra?
Well, I mean, I kind of invented it.
Really?
Yes. But no, there are these Tibetan mudras like this, but so when I see this dragon, it's like he has his points, the way the ears are pointed upwards. It has antennas. It like has this power in the way it directs its energy.
Okay.
So it's a variation on a heart chakra mudra in Tibet where we have our hands crossed, and I want to get a photo of all of us in front of the dragon. I don't know if you can you see
Well,
the
this
dragon?
is a video.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Well, you can make it still.
Here, I'll make it still right there.
Do you
Boom.
have the dragon ears, like the head of the dragon in it too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, it's good for you. Okay, so crisscross our hands. Sarah! Oh, it's okay. And then connect the pinky, the tips. You want the pads of the fingers to connect. And continue with all the fingers. So you come down, like seeing my broken finger, but it's alright. But then loose, so explore your dance with this. You can alternate these fingers back and forth, and you can feel the fire that you can generate, the flow inside you when you alternate from the middle finger to the index finger. So the thumbs are fire, and you're activating the ear as well as ether. So so fire is activating air and ether by
That's pretty neat.
and we're gonna bring it up into the dragon above our head, and just connect the air element. So we have all the fingers connected, making the OK symbol. And then we bring them together in a prayer pose above our head like a lotus flower, raising our intention and bringing it to the heart, connecting the pinky and the thumb, breathing in, exhaling a lotus blossoming. turn that inward and to focus, anchoring that focus, and then coming into the wheel of life. And then coming into the green Tara, anchoring to earth, and making that stance of giving compassion and presence in the moment.
That's cool.
Now we go to the Japanese tea house.
Woohoo! I like tea.
In the native Indian culture, they do their crane, they do that eagle dance, and it's all about like gliding into that flow. It's kind of that. And so we can cultivate that chi, that energy, and then store that in that battery, and then share that as well. Give that to where we're expressing it. And the tea house, which we're going to go to next, is like a way of understanding about the ritual and format. So the magic of the ritual is like bringing how did the art of expression, the art of sharing, the art of sharing. Right. So the presence of the tea ceremony. In tea ceremonies, there's never any words. It's like there's an art to how you the gesture of holding the cup, the gesture of drinking, the gesture of connecting to connect. It's all in meditation through action. Exhale to the right. Yeah, we can also do like a tree of life pose with that too. If you feel eager, you can balance on one leg. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And we can flow with that as well. Inhale from the right, exhale to the left. Can you get the bird? Is the bird?
I get the bird in there.
too?
The bird looks really happy.
Yeah. And so
Look at all my friends.
It's like,
Let's
yo,
do it.
chill with me, man. Chill with me.
So remember to look at the left, inhale from the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the right, exhale to the left, and then we're going to raise our wings up above our head, and connecting the triangle with the fingers, we're going to bring it down. You can look at the bird through that triangle, and really observe its stance, its patience, its grace. And this is a moment to make an intention with this window into a vision, into a new future. And you can ask the bird for guidance for how to bring grace and expansion into your own heart, into your own life. And maybe we gotta shake your tail out a little bit. So everyone shake your tail. We're gonna like shake that.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
I think he just gave us that message.
Yeah,
Like, shake it off.
yes, exactly. That actually feels good. I was really intentional. That was fine.
I heard him say
Thank
trust
you.
the process.
Thank you, bird. Thank you, bird creature. That was funny. And see, this is how Tai Chi is
It's
discovered.
about-
As a gift, as a blessing, such a blessing, because that's the purpose of a bodhisattva, is like not just having all the tools to achieve, to overcome, but then when you beyond the bodhisattva state, you become the Buddha. That's enlightened.
And to share.
You have such, you take a vow to share that. You want to share that. You want to give that. You sense that. It's a gift from a transference from a teacher to a student, but to help rise someone up as much as you have been. And so that's a blessing. As it stands. I like the Zen sculpture. Little Zen rock. Yeah, it is. I've never noticed this before because I saw the wave just above it.
But there's no barrier with
And we can go in those trees over there too. But just to like,
I'm doing my standing move.
Are you? Awesome.
tea house, yeah.
Is that,
I saw it like.
or was
there's
that like a decoration?
Yeah, there was like it looked like there was a piece of tree like that was
You like
used
growing
as
through the base?
Yeah, because there's a thing called wabi sabi in Japan, and wabi sabi is all about the the perfections and the imperfections of nature. It's not really
it's a Palo Santo tree, which is from
Peru.
Peru.
It's often used during different ceremonies. Ayahuasca. We can swirl this energy around our auric field and coming back into center, crossing over palm and palm, and coming into the heart. We're going to come into prayer pose and making that intention to open up to compassion. We cross our hands over the inner pearl. Like, I love how you're wearing the pearl. Rachel. And we have that extra sensitivity of feeling the subtlety of the flow that is moving in circular motion within the body as you breathe in. Allow the belly to soften and expand like a balloon, and then exhale through the mouth. And place your tongue at the roof of the mouth. It helps to create the prana to flow and to circulate. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release.
And empowering. And,
Is it okay if I ask a
but
question?
the group sheet
Yeah.
always is amazing.
Yeah, go ahead, ask a question.
So, in all this lessons, like, people that approach you, what kind of people are they? Like, I mean,
kind.
you probably get a lot, but I mean, is there like an average
Well,
type
people,
of person?
I mean, people who have an
That
interest
wanna
in
get
learning
into
mudras.
it.
Yeah, because it's like we want to shift an energy in our life, and maybe something's lacking, and if you want to manifest, to expand, to enhance, to reach for something greater in ourselves and lives, and to bring balance to things. I mean, it's also to heal and to transform, and even when I did Mudra classes for a women's center in Boston, there's all kinds of different people that came from different things that were healing, but also simply to have more flow into their life and to find a flow that's natural. Because sometimes in society and especially like big cities, like people are in this like rat race of like hopping in the buses and trains and just like in the cycle of that's stressful. It's really against our natural cycle of time. And some places, some people are looking for like, well, what is your personal natural rhythm, and to find that chi, that flow. And some people don't know it's chi, but then they discover like, well, there is this what is a natural flow. And sometimes we're influenced bombarded by information or situations and news and other people's energy, but like we forget like what is our own natural flow, and to be in touch with and tuned with ourselves. But it's also like to be your own master. Like why do you guys choose to do mudras? Like Sage, why do you choose to do mudras?
It's like that feeling of connection. Like I feel more connected as like I'm integrating everything. Because it's like I started looking at it as like if everything is whole, if everything is interdependent, what am I afraid of? So like the mudras is a taking responsibility of that energy. I feel like it's grounding down. Because it's also for the brave and the courageous. Like you have like the willingness to experience it and the allowing to experience it. By doing it, you're making that conscious decision. Okay, I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing tranquility, or I'm choosing to surrender and let go. Each one is like it's like an affirmation or a declaration to the universe.
Right,
And it's like it's
exactly.
spreading out.
Right. I love it. Very well said. It's like we can be the magicians to change situations. We can direct and redirect energy, taking that conscious decision is it's being compassionate. It's the work of a bodhisattva in a sense, and that we're choosing to cultivate harmony and peace, and we can actually transform. We can shift energy just by choosing to do that dance with life and learning about the integrated systems within our body.